the draft and walk into potentially the final game of the match form for Team ACKERMAN. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn the bell on to all notification bells and share the stream with your friends. And make sure to give the thumbs up to our incredible casters, Trax and Mirko, for putting on such a wonderful and, I gotta say, energetic show for the entire day.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun, Dave. And, you know, like Mirko said, NACT is going to be my caffeine today, and we are definitely working through it. And what a great finish right now to this night, 2-1. If Simpsons can even the playing field, it'll be an epic best of 5. But ACKERMAN, I don't think they want to let that happen, Dave.
Yeah, look at the mid lane. Galscuti already playing aggressive, but he's low though. So it's just going to be a trade-off on skills. But I think that little bit of early game advantage with Simpsons Grok, look at this, the difference it makes, is able to help the entire set of Simpsons secure the first Lethal Wonder. And here's Eve though, just looking to poke.
I mean, both mid laners right now just kind of poking away. Eve will go back to base, and so will Farza here. Simpsons trying to reposition a little bit. Luckily, Farza will be able to wings back into this fight pretty quickly. Right now, overall, just like the past 2 games, the first laning phase, these first 3 minutes or so, are taken pretty slow. I think Simpsons taking it especially slow because they know a lot on the line right now.
Yeah, bottom lane is really a skill matchup, to be honest. Yeah, you have Promise, you know, on paper has a lot of dash with Poquito, and you actually can just use the ultimate to counter it. But do you want to use the ult, like, just in that lane, you know, instead of saving it for the team fight? That's something we need to find out. And here we go, both players going to reach level 4, kind of, with the next wave coming up, and the turtle has just spawned.
Yeah, Nate has not hit that level 4 yet, so he's not able to put too much presence, but there it is, and I think he's going to save that Feathered Airstrike for this Lord as Tarzan and Galscuti come in. Feathered Airstrike does come down. Galscuti looks for it, not quite able to get through that big wall. Nice heavy spin. Fallen, able to take the first turtle, but the Tonos welcomes him. Yureshi also with the Demonic Force lands on top of Damien, then Promise trying to get away. It's gonna proc again. Yureshi trying to get the finish and does. So it's a 2-for-0 trade, but the turtle does go to the side of the Simpsons.
And that's the early game damage that we're talking about from the EXP lane, right? It's about, there are 2 things in EXP lane you mostly talk about. Number 1 is, do you have lane prio? Number 2 is, what do you do in a team fight after you get the lane prio, right? So this is a skill match in the lane. I think both sides will probably leave each other alone, knowing that both EXP lanes are really, really good, that the mutual respect is there. Oh, here we go, Galscuti though, with no respect.
Oh, that is bad for Nate. Galscuti may go down here though. Cold World able to pick that up. Mark Cutie now forced to back off, so Simpsons find something in a dire time, but ACKERMAN still coming out on top.
Yeah, oh. Wherever even game, ACKERMAN has the 1,000 gold lead right now. I mean, I want to see, okay, look, top lane, the pressure coming out for Zia. Damien,
nice. Zia taking a lot of damage. Cold World trying to find it. Is he going to go into the tower? He doesn't bring in the dash. He doesn't want to over push it. I like the patience, but at the same time, sometimes you got to risk it, Dave.
You know, you want to risk it for the biscuit, and that's what that's what happened, right? You didn't risk it for the biscuit, there's no biscuit. You know, that's basically what it is. And also, it shows one thing about Team Simpsons, the communication was just not there, right? I mean, the team wanted to communicate, but you can see the differences there. When Grok went in, Arthur wasn't able to follow up at that exact second, and that's posed a problem. Look at the bottom lane, though. Phobius already cut the lane from Yureshi. That means we're going to have a little bit of lane prowl here from Yureshi again into the next potential fight in 10 seconds at a turtle.
Yeah, I mean, turtle coming up, Yureshi has major priority over this, and with him coming up, they're able to zone Simpsons away here. Galscuti trying to get the way of the dragon, couldn't quite connect onto Nate there, but does get the knock up, and this gives even more space for ACKERMAN. But keep our eyes on Promise here, hiding out, looking for someone, has the stacks ready to go. Turtle down to about half health. Fallen and Damien also making their way around. Fallen comes in, tries to get the knock up. Nate uses the Feathered Airstrike again, able to take the get the pin onto Tarzan. Promise now trying to make his move, comes in but hits the way of the dragon and may go down to this. Tries to respond back as the proc keeps on coming. A nice wall from Damien separating Yureshi from him. Promise though onto the tower. Damien, Yureshi goes down. Damien picks up the kill. Simpsons finding something there and evening out the gold.
I was about to say, Promise might as well just stay in that bush, right? Like, they already got the objective. You got what it needed. Top lane, though, messed a little bit of action, 1-to-1 trade. But, I mean, he might just stay in the bush and not show up. And it was a heavy, heavy decision to jump in instead of the 1v4 there when the team's all backed out. But they made it work. That was a beautiful outplay from, obviously, having disruption from Damien with the wall over there. Truly just bridge the gap. Or not, should I say break the bridge between those two players. And it made a difference, saved the player, and then obviously with the outplay with the volley charge under the tower. That was beautiful to watch. And at this point, I want to see the items here to see who actually finished the first item on the mage. Here we go, top lane though.
Wild cards though. Zia instantaneously deleted. Nate really finding some nice positions with these feathered airstrikes. And that is 2 towers down now. Now take us into the items.
Yeah, look at the mages. Both mages are probably even, right? 600 gold difference is not that much. Finish the first item. It's mainly the item difference that matters, right? The marksman side, though, look at the Iris, though, right? You have Windtalker, you have Berserker Fury, compared to one single item from Claude. And that's why Claude just now just got bursted by the far set, by the team, by the entire side of its Simpsons. So right now, it's not really the million diff anymore. It's more, you have to be worried about the gold lane scaling, because this Cold World right here on Arathel, if you just leave him alone, he might become unstoppable very, very, very fast.
Yeah, I mean, it's especially with 2 kills already on the board, right? And now he's able to rotate into these team fights more. We see him in the bot lane bullying onto Yureshi right now. This is going to give Fallen prioritization over this turtle.
Oh!
Yureshi does get kicked, stuck under this, but he may be able to get away. Pops a sprint, continue to do more damage. Damien shows up just in time. Mark Cutie goes down.
Cold World.
Double. Can he get a triple? Cold World wants more. The wall comes out, but he's not able to connect. Zia does show up with the blazing duet, and Cold World goes down, but still a very clean trade for the side of Simpsons as long as Damien can get away from this. Nate shows up just in time. While all this is happening, the rest of the Simpsons, Promise and Fallen, pick up another tower in the top side.
Wow. Do we see the swing in this game? Well, you would take a look at gold. It's a roller coaster, right? For the gold, right? Look at that. Going back to the red. That's basically Bitcoin, you know, when Bitcoin wanted to be right now. You know, it's a little bit too much, right? It's back and forth. The bottom lane outplay from the marksman, from the Cold World is insane. But look at the mid lane here, Trax.
Yeah, Nate almost gets caught up, but a wasted Daytona's welcome. Gauss Cutie does find Promise, though. Promise may be bulky enough to get away from this, though. The rest of the team does not want to commit to it. So ACKERMAN disengages. ACKERMAN forced to kind of slow their tempo in this game. And with the way they've been playing the past games, I'm wondering how they play on the back foot like this at only 8 minutes in.
Yeah, but you see, like, when ACKERMAN play from the back foot, they have the Claude, right, with the Blazing Duet. Because Korra has not finished the Wind of Nature yet. I mean, at least if we didn't see it from the last item draft that we saw. I mean, I hope he got the item. Because if he doesn't, you bet Zia is going to find the opportunity to go to the back line and just swing through, right, with the Blazing Duet, just kill everybody. And last time he find the shutdown. If you look at a goal right now, I mean, between Zia and Cold World, I think there's not going to be that much of a gap anymore compared to the last time we saw it.
Most definitely, yeah. I mean, Zia definitely still has some opportunities here, especially Zia's going up against a much bulkier lineup than Cold World was last game. Yeah. So the DHS is going to come in a lot more clutch, I feel like. Even if Zia doesn't go for Cold World,
top lane, no.
Go Fallen up in the top side, though. Zia is in a bad spot. Lord is getting worked on. Mark finds that kill onto Cold World. Damien, though, it's okay. We got to try to take this Lord here, but Yureshi and Tarzan don't want to let that happen. The rest of ACKERMAN are closing their jaws as Promise tries to keep Mark Cutie away. We have Nate dropping down that feathered airstrike. Lord is getting lower. Yureshi does move on to Nate, pops him on a force, but the Lord goes to Fallen once again. He lost the Rechi's last game, but he's here now, and while this is happening, Promise finds Mark Cutie. Now, Fallen trying to get out of this, caught him between 3 members, but he is a bulky boy and should be able to walk away safely. A nice response from the Simpsons there, taking an even in deaths and also finding the Lord. But wait a second, Promise walks right into Gauss. Cutie gets caught by the way of the dragon, but still
get out!
Get away with a sliver of health.
What?
And Lord coming soon.
Oh my god, when your teammate make the mistake you look to Damien and Fallen, right? What a beautiful combo there. Wait until Lord get a certain amount of HP. They're like, okay, this is the time when we can use our combo, one on the pin and one on the wall charge. And they pull it off flawlessly, right? This is textbook. There's just wombo combo chin CC there, right? To make sure that Tarzan doesn't find the opportunity. He will CC from beginning to end when you have the window to really retry, to execute on the Lord. And that's just so beautiful to watch from the entire set of Simpsons. But obviously, Cold War really have to step it up with the positioning, knowing you have the entire enemy team, positioned towards you. The little bit out of position might just get a team punished.
Most definitely, Lord does go down there, but they do break ACKERMAN all the way down to inhibitors, and this looks identical but reversed to the last game. Simpsons have not lost a single tower, but ACKERMAN is pushed up against the wall. The only thing about ACKERMAN is they're not as far behind in gold, right? It's only 3,000, which to some may sound like a lot, but at 11 minutes, there's still a lot of room for comeback here. A lot of possibilities for ACKERMAN to still get into this game. I think the Simpsons just need to keep playing tight, keep securing those objectives, and they can seal it. ACKERMAN needs to find an answer to that.
Yeah, I want to see those items one more time just to see where the marksman at right now. Look and see beautiful, beautiful item here come from Aracel. 9,400 gold is still a little bit ahead, about 1,000 gold ahead compared to Claude, but the itemization about the same, 3 to 4 item each, right? Claude is closing on the 4 item as well. So, here we go. We're talking items though. One more action coming out from Promise.
Almost gets caught up, but he is a smooth criminal right now. Able to come in, and in the top side, Zia, Cold World taking advantage of this, able to take that tower. Another wall coming out from Damien there. Cold World just trying to escape. Gauss Cutie not able to connect. Nate also here drops that feathered airstrike as Tarzan tries to stop him. Simpsons able to take their first inhibitor of this game and possibly even steal this orange buff. Tarzan comes up, is able to secure it, so he's not too starved out here, but Simpsons not trying to overextend. They're backing off.
Wow. This is the Black Horse every single team in North America, every single viewer in North America has been wondering about, right? Who was the Black Horse, you asked? Here you go, Team Simpsons. I've never seen ACKERMAN, besides the matches that went against entire Valley. Even against the Valley, they lost probably the one early game in every match. They only lost like the final match based on the one little mistake they made at Lore fight. And here we go, Simpson pushing ACKERMAN's back onto the wall and just beat them up. Look at this Lore, look at the zone, look at the execution right now. This is absurd, Trex. This is just NA supremacy at this point.
Hey man, Simpsons are trying to show that they are a team to be watched. Definitely exciting to see. No matter who wins this, if Simpsons win this game right here, I am happy for both teams. We went all the way to 5, showing that there is not just 1 or 2 teams dominating in this tournament in North America, right? The Simpsons showing up right now. So Lord will be coming. Can the Simpsons end this here, Dave?
Yeah, this is Luminous Nord coming out from the top side. The bottom side already be cleared up. That means the next wave is going to be pouring in. The mid lane now need to be cleared by Farsight, and you see Farsight is moving towards that. So we're going to have like 3 humongous waves pouring in into the base. Now, there's a little bit of misalignment from mid to bot. I can see if Nate wasn't able to clear that wave in time. But I guess it's okay with the Lore coming into the base right now. So it's all come to this push. Can Simpsons open up the entire base? Let's see it.
Yeah, they are going to start working on it. Mid tower getting a little chip down. Fallen gets the knock up on a Gauss QD, but still not able to fully push in. As you said, a little bit of mistake, but they do take the inhibitor finally. Greshi doesn't use that demonic force just yet. Mark QD bursted very down. Gauss QD comes in, gets caught up. The wall. And Cold World gets killed. Urashi now maybe going a little too deep, trying to find Nate. Wings by Wings comes out, so he cannot get the finish. Now with him so deep, Mark go down. Promise sneaks into the backside like a thief in the night and takes him, but Promise not able to escape this time. Cold World and Promise out. It's a 2 for 2 for the price of all 3 inhibitors. Simpsons just need to get away from this, and they still take the advantage on the
that flicker.
That was a rough flicker right there. Bit of a misclick, but yeah. The feathered airstrike. ACKERMAN still trying to come in. Zia uses the Blazing Duet, not able to finish off Nate though, and is forced to back off. Minions on the base of ACKERMAN right now. Wow, Dave, wow.
If you look at the the play just now for Phoveus diving onto Irithel, I think he really got lucky. Maybe Reshi was paying attention to where Irithel was hiding. Right, he saw the skill 2 into the bush, right? Pull, scared to pull on the cold world. He didn't even see it coming. He was sitting fine in the bush, enjoying a good time, drinking a cup of tea, you know? I'm gonna take a breather, maybe have a cup of water. But then he just got pulled, and the next thing you know, a big purple guy jump on your face, and you just get taken down. That was just one of the worst ways to go down here, but nonetheless, still, every single HackerMan tower is down, and look at the other side of the map, right? Only one tower down right now from team size Simpsons. Even though there's not too much gold difference still, and that's to the credit of Team ACKERMAN, right? Like, still maintaining at a 3,000 to 4,000 gold deficit. But the map control is where the money is at right now, Trax. Like, with this map control comes pressure. With pressure comes the next Lord. And that doesn't be the game.
Yeah, I mean, and one thing that ACKERMAN's going to have to watch out for here as well is we saw the Simpsons win one of their games earlier today with that split push, with that sneaky backdoor, and with all these towers down, ACKERMAN has to completely worry about that. Look at them, already 2 members back at base. This is going to give the Simpsons a huge advantage. Turtle down to about 25%. Taking a bit of damage from Cold World. Cold World trying to get the finish. Fallen finds the pin onto Tarzan. Nate brings out the feathered airstrike. Almost gets the stun. Zia is here though. Gets knocked up in the middle of the place. Duet and goes down. And finding that kill. Tarzan will be next. Lord does reset, but 2 members fall. You're actually now in the midst of all of the Simpsons, and it's not going to be enough. Cold World getting the double kill. Promise going to now move on to this base. Gauss, Cutie, Marcutie trying to defend. Promise does get kicked by the way of the dragon, but Damien is also here. Promise finds it. Nate, the rest of the team show up. We don't want the Lord. We want the base. We want game 4. The Simpsons are here, and ladies and gentlemen, we are going to game 5.
We are going to a game 5, and this is a game 5 claimed from Team ACKERMAN on the Chow, on Gauss Cutie's Chow track. That was